Algarve might be one of the most beautiful coastal regions in Europe. We visited it with our friends, and it was absolutely stunning. From hidden sea caves and dramatic cliffs to golden beaches, whitewashed towns, natural arches, and ocean views that honestly look unreal. Algarve feels like multiple completely different worlds combined into one coastline. In this video, we explore top 10 most beautiful places you need to visit in Algarve, Portugal. Number 10. Sagres. Located on the very southwestern edge of Portugal, just 35-minute drive from Lagos, it almost feels like the end of the world. This is one of the best places in Algarve if you want cinematic ocean views and dramatic landscapes instead of crowded beaches. Massive cliffs drop directly into the Atlantic Ocean. Giant waves constantly crash into the coastline, and the sunsets here honestly feel unreal. Sagres is much wilder and more dramatic than most parts of Algarve. It feels raw, windy, powerful, and completely different from the resort towns further east. Number 9. Albufeira. Probably the most famous resort town in Algarve. Known for its nightlife, marina, beaches, restaurants, and whitewashed buildings, this place completely transforms during summer. We are not the party people ourselves, but we genuinely enjoyed our evening in here. But beyond the busy atmosphere, Albufeira also has beautiful coastline viewpoints, hidden beaches nearby, and one of the most energetic atmospheres in the region. It is lively during the day, and even more alive at night. If you want the more social and vibrant side of Algarve, this is one of the best places to experience it. Number 8. Carvoeiro. One of the most picturesque towns in Algarve. White houses sit directly above the ocean. Golden cliffs surround small beaches, and the water here almost looks artificially blue. The whole town feels calm, compact, and incredibly photogenic, especially during sunset. Carvoeiro is also close to some of the most famous rock formations and sea caves in Portugal, which makes it one of the best bases for exploring the coastline. It is the kind of place that feels relaxed, but still cinematic at the same time. Number 7. Praia Dona Ana. Located in Lagos, it is one of the most beautiful beaches in Portugal. Massive orange cliffs rise directly above turquoise water. Rock formations stand out of the ocean, and from above, the entire beach almost looks unreal. The colors here are what makes this place so special. Bright blue water, golden cliffs, green vegetation, and sunlight reflecting across the entire coastline. Even though Algarve has many incredible beaches, Praia Dona Ana still manages to stand out, especially from cliff viewpoints above the beach. Number 6. Silves. A completely different side of Algarve. Instead of beaches and sea caves, this historic town is known for its medieval castle, red stone walls, narrow streets, and old Portuguese atmosphere. Walking through Silves honestly feels like stepping back in time. The castle overlooking the town gives the whole place a much more historic and authentic feeling compared to the coastal resort areas. After all the beaches and cliffs, Silves adds a completely different mood to the journey. It shows that Algarve is not only about the coastline, it also has history, culture, and old European charm. Number 5. Praia do Camilo. Also located in Lagos and just 4-minute drive from Praia Dona Ana, it is one of the most famous beaches in Algarve. To reach it, you first walk down a long wooden staircase surrounded by giant cliffs and panoramic ocean views the entire way down. And once you finally arrive, the water here honestly looks almost tropical. Small rock formations rise from the ocean. Hidden tunnels connect parts of the beach. And the cliffs surrounding the coastline make the whole place feel protected from the outside world. Even though the beach itself is not very large, the scenery around it is what makes this place unforgettable. Number 4. Lagos. one of the best overall destinations in Algarve. This place combines beaches, dramatic cliffs, nightlife, boat tours, caves, viewpoints, and a beautiful old town all in one location. Lagos feels more complete than many other places in Algarve. You can spend the morning exploring sea caves, the afternoon swimming near cliffs, and the evening walking through the old town or watching the sunset over the ocean. This is also where many famous Algarve boat tours begin, including trips to hidden caves and beaches that cannot easily be reached by land. If you only stay in one area during your Algarve trip, Lagos is probably one of the best choices. Number 3. Ponta da Piedade. One of the most surreal coastlines in Portugal, which is located just minutes from Lagos. This area is filled with giant rock pillars, natural arches, hidden caves, and narrow turquoise channels carved by the Atlantic Ocean over thousands of years. From above, the whole coastline honestly looks unreal, especially during sunrise or sunset when the cliffs turn deep orange. Boat tours and kayaks move through the narrow passages between the rocks, making the entire place feel almost like a natural labyrinth in the ocean. This is easily one of the most cinematic places in Algarve. Number 2. Praia da Marinha. One of the most iconic beaches not only in Portugal, but in all of Europe. Massive golden cliffs surround crystal clear water. Natural arches rise directly from the ocean, and almost every viewpoint here looks like a postcard. This is one of those places where it genuinely feels difficult to take a bad photo. Everything looks cinematic. The cliffs, the colors, the ocean, the scale. All of it feels almost too perfect to be real. If Algarve had one beach that represents the entire region, Praia da Marinha would probably be it. And number 1. Benagil Cave. The most famous place in the entire Algarve region. This giant sea cave hidden beneath the cliffs became world famous because of the massive opening in its ceiling that allows sunlight to shine directly inside. We definitely recommend to rent a kayak or at least boat tour, because when you enter the cave with boat or kayak, the entire place honestly feels unreal. The sunlight reflects across the sand and water. The cave walls glow orange, and the opening above almost looks like something designed instead of naturally created. It is one of those places that looks incredible in photos, but somehow looks much crazier in real life. Algarve might have one of the most beautiful coastlines anywhere in Europe. This region of Portugal completely exceeded our expectations. From hidden sea caves and dramatic cliffs to historic towns, golden beaches, turquoise water, and ocean views that almost don't look real. So, which place would you visit first? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy discovering places like this, make sure to subscribe for more cinematic travel guides. There is still a lot more of the world left to explore.